Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain parts of transformer and their function. Okay, let us start. So first part of transformer is steel tank. Okay, this is the steel tank. Okay, so what is the function of steel tank? The function of steel tank is for housing the core. Okay, the purpose of steel tank is we have to put the core where to put. Okay, the transformer core is put inside the steel tank. So we can say that the purpose of steel tank is for housing the transformer core. Okay, housing the transformer core. Okay, housing the core. This is the first purpose of steel tank. Okay, so second purpose of steel tank is for housing the for housing the primary and secondary winding. Okay, this is the second purpose for housing the winding. So third purpose is for fitting the various accessories. Okay, like temperature gauge. Okay, conservator tank. Okay, for fitting the various accessories. For fitting the various accessories. Okay, various accessories. Okay, so this is the third purpose of steel tank. Okay, like this only we will study. So next coming all the parts. Okay, so next we will see the next part is conservator tank. Okay, conservator tank. So before starting the conservator tank function, first we should have to know how conservator tanks looks. Okay, it looks like a drum. Okay, how it looks? It looks like a drum shape, right? So next one is, so the conservator tank also having, or we can say that the temperature gauge, or we can say that oil level indicator is also fitted to the conservator tank. Oil level indicator. Okay, oil level indicator. Oil level indicator is fitted to the conservator tank. Okay, so one more thing is where the conservator tank is fitted on the transformer. Okay, what is the position? Okay, where the conservator tank is fitted on the transformer. So we can say that the conservator tank is fitted on the top of the transformer. This point is also very important. Okay, top of the transformer. Okay, conservator tank is fitted on the top of the transformer. These are the just basics of conservator tank. Now let us come to know what is the function of conservator tank. Okay, we know that the conservator tank carries the transformer oil to a specified level. Okay, this is the function of conservator tank. What does mean? It means that suppose the conservator tank, okay, the conservator tank having the capacity, suppose it's at 10 liter. Okay, how much oil it can carry? The conservator tank, it can carry up to a 10 liter. Okay, so we can say that the function of conservator tank is, okay, the function of conservator tank is to carry the transformer oil to a specified level. Okay, this is the function of conservator tank. So next question will come. Okay, so steel tank is here and conservator tank is fitted on the upside. How they are connected? They are connected through a pipe. Okay, they are connected through a pipe. Okay, so friends, how it works? Okay, how the conservator tank carries the transformer oil? How means, suppose the transformer is getting heated. Okay, means its core getting heated or its winding get heated or some fault will occur. At that time, what will happen? The transformer oil becomes heat and the oil expands. Okay, the expanded oil, okay, the expanded oil moving towards the conservator tank. Okay, this is how the conservator tank carries the transformer oil. Okay, fine. This is clear. So next we will see. So this is completed about the conservator tank. Next we will see breather. Okay, breather. So what is breather and what is the function of breather? This is the third one, breather. Breather. So friends, breather, we know the first we should know the it's a basic term. Breather means it's a breathing. Okay, what is breathing? Breathing means we are intake the oxygen and giving the carbon dioxide outside. Okay, this process is known as breathing. Breathing means we take the oxygen inside and we throw the carbon dioxide outside. Okay, this process we can say this is the breathing. So like this only, here also transformer also breathing. Okay, how we are breathing? Like that only, the transformer is also breathing. We are breathing through a nose. Okay, but the transformer breathing through a silica gel breather. Okay, silica gel breather. Silica gel breather. Okay, through a silica gel breather. So our breathing device is nose. Okay, we are breathing through a nose, but the transformer breathing through a silica gel breather. Okay, so what is the function of silica gel breather? Silica gel breather, it intake the fresh air, means it takes the dry air, okay, and emits the hot air into the atmosphere. Okay, this is how silica gel breather works. So friends, what will happen if the fresh air come inside the transformer? Okay, what will happen means, suppose if there is no breather, okay, suppose silica gel breather is not there, just fresh air is coming inside the transformer and the heat air is going outside the transformer. In that process, what will happen? While the fresh air coming inside the transformer, it comes along with the moisture. Okay, the air comes along with the moisture. Okay, this moisture it will reduces the, or it can deteriorates the dielectric strength of a oil. Okay, dielectric strength of a oil. Dielectric. Okay, the moisture which decreases the dielectric strength of a oil. That's why we are providing the silica gel. Okay, so silica gel, what it do? It filter the air. Okay, it separates the moisture and it separates the dry air. It takes the dry air inside and send the hot air outside. Okay, so this is the function of silica gel breather. So in the examination, the question will come, what is the initial color of the silica gel before absorbing any moisture? Okay, this question will come. So the answer is blue color. Answer is blue color. Before absorbing any moisture, the color of the silica gel is blue color. Okay, after absorbing moisture, okay, the blue color changes into pink color. Okay, pink or white color. Pink or white color. This is very important point. Okay, fine. This question will come in the examination. Okay, so in the breather, okay, this is enough is there. What is breather? We know the function of breather. The silica gel breathers are, we are using the silica gel breather. What is the function of silica gel? I explained that before absorbing any moisture, the color of the silica gel is blue color. This is very important is there. After observing moisture, the blue color turn into pink or white color. Okay, this is important point. So let's go to next part. Okay, this is the fourth point. I think this is the fourth point is there. The fourth part is temperature gauge. Temperature gauge. Okay, this is the fourth part. Okay, temperature gauge. The name itself indicates that the gauge, the device which is used to measure the heat of the transformer or heat of the transformer oil. Okay, that type of meter we say temperature gauge. Okay, the answer is which indicates the temperature of the transformer oil. We know that the transformer oil get heated during the load. Okay, the temperature of the, to measure the temperature of the transformer oil, we are using temperature gauge. Okay, this is the function of temperature gauge. Okay, next go to explosion vent. This is the fifth part. Explosion. Okay, explosion vent. Explosion vent. So friends, what is the function of explosion vent? Okay, in one word I will say that the function of the explosion vent is it reduces the pressure. Okay, it reduces the pressure or it reduces the pressure. This is in one word. Okay, it reduces the pressure. This is the function of explosion vent. So the question will come how it works. Okay, I will explain in detail how explosion vent how it works. Okay, so friends, this is, suppose this is a transformer core. Okay, inside windings are there. Okay, so what will happen? Suppose if any this is the oil, transformer oil. Okay, suppose if any fault comes like short circuit or some earth fault will come, or the core becomes too heated or winding becomes too heated, at that time what will happen? The heat, okay, the oil becomes heated. Okay, when the oil becomes heated, the pressure is developed inside the transformer core. Okay, the pressure is developed. Okay, so the pressure is developed. If I am not releases this pressure, then what will happen? The chances are there the transformer tank will burn out or it will blast. Okay, these are the chances are there. To avoid the transformer from damage, okay, we are using explosion vent. Okay, suppose this is the explosion vent. Okay, here I fitted on one pipe here. The pressurized oil come to here. Okay, this material is there. This is the glass or diaphragm. Okay, I will tell the spelling. DIAPHRAGM, diaphragm. So in the examination, the question will comes on the explosion vent material. Okay, this material will come. Okay, what happen? If this pressurized oil will come into the explosion vent, this glass will break. Okay, this glass will break. The transformer oil come outside. Okay, the pressure releases. Okay, so friends, this is very important point is there. The explosion vent. Okay, this mouth is made up of the material is glass or diaphragm material. This means this material. Okay, in exam the question will come on this topic. Okay, the material glass or diaphragm. Okay friends, So let us go to next point, cooling tubes. Okay, I think this is clear. Next we will see cooling tubes. Okay, cooling tubes. Cooling tubes. So friends, the name itself indicates what is the function of tubes. It's cooling. Okay, what is the function of tubes? It's cooling. Okay, where means what tubes will do. Okay, the tubes will cool. Okay, tubes are used for cooling purpose. Okay, what they will cool? Obviously transformer oil. Okay, so the tubes will cool the transformer oil. Okay, this is clear. So the question will come, how it works. Okay, how it works means, suppose this is a transformer is there. Here the cooling pipes are fitted outside the transformer like this. Okay, when the transformer oil is heated, okay, when the transformer core is heated, okay, when the transformer core is heated, our winding becomes too heat. So the transformer oil, it carries the heat. Okay, it carries the heat and coming into these tubes. Okay, these tubes, and becomes cool. Okay, and again going inside the transformer core. Okay, how it is cooling? Because the tubes are natural air. This is the air. Okay, means the tubes are put outside the or inside the fresh air. Okay, this is not the inside part. This is the outside part. The tubes are put on the atmosphere or in the natural air. Okay, that's why the cooling tubes are cooling the transformer heated oil. Okay, friend, this is clear. Next we will see. Okay. So in the cooling tubes, in the examination, two question will come. First question is, up to 100 kVA transformer, which cooling technique is used, or which cooling method will used? Okay, this question come in the examination, because the various cooling processes are there. Okay, the various methods are there to cool the transformer oil, like oil cooling. Okay, fresh air, natural air cooling, water plus oil cooling, pressurized water plus oil cooling. Okay, the various methods are there. Among them, which method is used to cool the transformer up to 100 kVA transformer? Okay, this question will come. The answer is natural cooling. The answer is natural cooling. Okay, friends, this point is very, very important. So the second question will come above, okay, above 200 kVA. Okay, above 200 kVA, which cooling methods will use to cool the transformer? Okay, so the answer is oil cooling. Okay, oil cooling method is used. Okay, oil cooling method is used to cool the transformer above 200 kVA. This question will come in the examination. Please remember these 2 points. Okay, let us see next one, tap changing transformer. So one small point is there. Okay, the transformer oil is there now. The various types of transformer oils available in the market. Okay, so I will tell the 3 names. First one is mineral oil. Okay, the oil which is putting the insulating oil which is putting inside the transformer core to carry the heat, right? The first oil is the name of the oil is mineral oil. Second one is silicon liquid. Third one is hydrocarbon liquid. These 3 types of oils used in the transformer. Okay, next we will see next part and its function. So next one is tap changing transformer. tap changing transformer. Okay, tap changing transformer. So this is also one type of transformer. In the last video I explained types of transformer. Okay, we divided the transformer, or we classified the transformer on the basis of application, okay, construction, etc. So here also tap changing transformer will come in the transformer part only. Okay, the function of the tap changing transformer is, suppose here the transformer 1, okay, the transformer 1 is there. The transformer 1 is sending, okay, the sending a voltage to a transformer B, okay, transformer B, okay. The various type of transformers are there. Okay, the transformers are used for transmission and distribution lines. Transmission means I am sending from here to here. Okay, this is called transmission. Distribution means after receiving this power, I am distributing to various houses. Okay, I am distributing the power to the various houses. This process we say distribution. Okay, in transmission I have sent example 415 volt I have sent from here. Okay, while receiving to, so the distance between the transformer 1 and transformer 2, for example 20 kilometer distance is there. Okay, 20 kilometer distance is there. So while reaching the transformer B, the voltage reduces to, for example, 480 volt. Okay, this is only the example, not exactly. Okay, suppose transformer voltage reduces to 480 volt. Okay, what is the difference voltage? I have sent 415, here 480, means 80, 20, 35 volt. Okay, 35 volt difference is there. Okay, the voltage difference is 35 volt. So who will compensate this voltage? Okay, so I will put one more transformer. Its name is tap changing transformer. Okay, tap changing transformer will compensate this difference voltage. Okay, here I will put the tap changing transformer. It will compensate the dropped voltage. Okay, this is the function of tap changing transformer. Is this clear? Very simple is there. I have sent some voltage, but while receiving the voltage decreases, the decreased voltage compensated by tap changing transformer. Okay friend, this is clear. So in tap changing transformer, there are two types of tap changing methods are there. Off-load tap changing. Second one is on-load tap changing. Okay, these two methods are using. Okay, off-load means we are removing the load and changing the tapping. Okay, on-load means we put the load as it is and changing the tapping. Okay friends, this is completed. Next we will see next part of the transformer. Okay, next part we will see. So next part is bushing and termination. Bushing termination. Okay, bushing termination. So you know that the bushing. Okay, what is the meaning of bushing? Bushing is it's like a sleeve. Suppose I have a bare conductor. Okay, I put a sleeve, right? I put a insulating sleeve here. I put a sleeve. Okay, means I will put a dielectric material, or I put a insulating material. Okay, so I said here it's a sleeve. Okay, but in large power transformer, the input and output voltages are very high. Okay, so what happened here? Suppose this is a transformer is there. This is transformer primary winding and this is secondary winding. Okay, so the rating of the transformer is suppose 11 kV. Okay, 11 kV transformer is there. Okay, so the secondary winding carries the 11 kV power, right? This winding cable is going outside the transformer to the load. Okay, to the load. So I can't take this winding wire or output wire with a bare conductor. Okay, I can't take with a bare conductor because it's having high voltage. Okay, if anyone is touch it, then on this spot they will die. Okay, so I can't take the bare conductor outside the transformer because it carries the high voltage. Okay, suppose it carries the high voltage, because it carries the high voltage, it having a magnetic field, right? It's having a field. Okay, the energized conductor having a magnetic field, right? So this is the transformer is there. Okay, I have connected to the earthing. Okay, the transformer body is there. Okay, the body I connected to the earthing. Okay, so this body, its bodies are the bodies itself is a earthing. Right? Means it's a conductor. Okay, the transformer core is there na, itself is a conductor. Okay, this is also a conductor. Means transformer core is a conductor and the energizer conductor is also conductor. Okay, suppose the transformer core, okay, the transformer body, we can say transformer body or earth potential, it's also having some magnetic field, right? So what happened here, this energized conductor field and this potential earth potential field, they will both interact. Okay, they will both interact. To avoid this interaction, okay, to avoid this interaction, we make a isolation. Okay, so the isolation, we make a isolation with the help of bushing. Okay, so what is the function of bushing? The bushing will isolate the energized conductor and earth potential. Okay, this is the function of bushing. Okay friends, this is clear. Bushing, what is bushing and what is the function of bushing. So in the examination the question will come, how many types of bushing are there. Okay, the first type is porcelain bushing. Okay, the two types of bushings are there. We have to remember. First one is porcelain. Okay na? The material made up of porcelain bushing. Okay, this is the first one. We have to remember this. So second one is capacitance graded bushing. Okay, capacitance graded bushing. Capacitance graded bushing. Okay friends, the bushings are made up of with the two materials, either porcelain or capacitance graded bushing. Okay, please remember these 2 points. Okay, so next we will see Buzaz relay. Okay, this is the last one is there. Buzaz relay is the last. Okay, what is Buzaz relay and how it is works? Buchholz, Buzaz relay. Okay, so we know that relay means it's automatic switch is there which make and break the circuit. Okay, so Buzaz relay, what is the function of Buzaz relay and where it is fitted? Okay, we should have to know what is the position of the Buzaz relay also and how it works. I will explain it shortly. So the position of the Buzaz relay is, it is between the transformer tank and conservator tank. The position of the Buzaz relay, okay, the position of the Buzaz relay is between the transformer tank and conservator tank. This is very important point is there. This question will come in the examination. Okay, this is clear. What is the position of the Buzaz relay? It connected between the transformer tank and conservator tank. This point is clear. Next one is, so definition is asking the definition. What is Buzaz relay? Okay, so Buzaz relay is a protective device. Okay, which operates. It's a gas operated protective device. The answer is Buzaz relay is a gas operated protective device. Gas operated protective device. This is very very important point. Gas operated protective device. Okay. So in single word, what is Bajaj relay? Bajaj relay is a gas operated protective device. Okay. Second question is what it protects. Okay, means what is the function of Bajaj relay? I will explain. Okay, I will explain in short what is the function of Bajaj relay. So friends, okay, I will tell. Suppose this is a transformer tank is there, inside core is there, okay, and winding also there, right, and transformer oil also there, transformer oil, okay, transformer oil, insulating oil. So what happen friends, suppose here the Bajaj relay is there, okay, this is the Bajaj relay, okay, it's having siren or alarm is there, okay, it's a gas operated, mercury switch inside is there, okay, and one floating switch also there, okay, one floating switch also there inside the Bajaj relay, okay. So what happened here, suppose the transformer core it's too heated or the winding becomes too heated due to short circuit or any fault occur inside the transformer core. At that time what will happen, the transformer core winding, okay, it becomes too hot, okay. At that time the transformer oil it receives the heat, okay. So this transformer oil, its transformer oil also becomes too heat, okay. What happened next, what happened, suppose if you boil the water, okay, the fog will come, okay, here like this, okay, the fog will come or the smoke will come, okay, or we can say that it's like a gas will come, right. Same here, the oil, when the transformer oil is too heated, okay, it evaporates the gas, okay, the fog will come, or we can say that it evaporates the gas, okay, it evaporates the gas, okay, like this, okay, the gas is produced. So this gas, okay, our Bajaj relay which detects this gas, okay, and operates, okay, means it gives the siren or alarm with the help of mercury switch. Why? To protect the transformer from further damage, okay. This is the function of Bajaj relay, okay. What is the function of Bajaj relay? Bajaj relay is a gas operated protective device. It protects the transformer from transformer heat, from fault, okay. It protects the transformer from any fault, okay, from further any damage, okay. It means it protects the transformer from damage, okay, with the help of this floating switch, siren or mercury switch, etc. Okay friends, I think this Bajaj relay concept is clear, okay. This is a very very simple circuit is there. Bajaj relay is a gas operated protective switch, okay, which protects the transformer, okay, against any fault occur inside the transformer core. Okay friend, this concept is clear. Let us see next, we will in the next video we will see the next topic. Okay friends, thanks for watching my YouTube channel.